Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today is a very exciting day for anyone that drives ACC, and that is because it is new DLC day. So what I'm going to be doing today is taking the 488 Evo and the new Mercedes 4A test around Imola so that I can cover all of the new content, and of course we have a new tyre model thrown in just for fun, just to get used to. So I'm going to be throwing some fairly newly formed opinions at you. I have literally just got home and downloaded this, so this is very truly my first drive of this content. But before we get going, we are on the run up to Christmas now, and of course I have set myself a target for Christmas, and that target is 150 subscribers. So as of the recording today, I am on 134 subscribers. So thank you very much to everybody that has subscribed since the last video. And of course, don't forget, if you like the content that I make, if you like the videos, then don't forget to hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button, and of course the little bell notification as well, so that you guys know when I release another video. So here we are in the 488 Evo, and truthfully, from the inside, not a great deal to report. Looks largely similar to the old car. So let's head out and see how we get on. I have been doing a few runs in it just to kind of form a few opinions, and the one that strikes me most of all, and I'm not entirely sure, I'm sure we'll find out when we get to the Mercedes, is ooh, how slow do you want to go around that corner, is the lack of mechanical grip. Now, I'm not entirely sure if that's this car or if it's a new tyre model thing, and whether it's just a case of me getting used to the new tyre model. But there definitely does seem to be a lack of mechanical grip. Now, I have set the track surface to optimum, and I've dialed in my tyre pressure, so they should, I'm obviously on an outlap, so they should start coming up to temperature fairly quickly. Oh, I do love the sound of that exhaust, that kind of fireworky type sound as we go through the gear, or go down the gears with this car. And it does feel like Kunos, like all the other cars, to be fair. I've never really had a complaint with a car, but it does feel like they've given this car a lot of love and got everything, or tried to get everything as right as possible. Now, obviously, I am not a GT3 driver, and to be honest, I probably never will be, but driving it in sim and comparing it to my experiences with the other cars and my experiences of driving GT3s in other sims as well, this feels pretty good. There we go, we're on a bit of a flyer now. And, oh, there we go. You can see me having to just sort of slide the car through the corners a little bit just to get it round. So yeah, from my point of view, not a great deal to report in terms of changes. To be honest, I didn't really expect there to be. It's literally just a kind of an update of the new car that they're using in the series. And that's something a lot of people forget, is that Assetto Corsa Competizione is the official game of the GT World Challenge. It's not, or the Blancpain series. It's not there to kind of do anything other than be the best GT3 simulator out on the market. And to be honest, I think they do that pretty bang on. I don't think there's any major complaints that I have about this, and as such they can spend a lot of time on the cars, getting them exactly right. I've just spotted, actually, and I don't know if anybody else has spotted this yet, that the guys in the stands have masks on. That's hilarious. Ooh, on the brakes. So there we go. That was me shoving the car into the corner, and it really doesn't respond well to you being ultra aggressive with it, this car. It's a lovely little touch from Kunos. One of the boys actually pointed that out to me, that the guys in the stands have masks on. But yeah, not a great deal to report. I am slowly getting used to this tyre model. It's going to take a bit of dialing in to get to a point where I'm comfortable with it, but I am enjoying this car, and I think it drives very well. And one thing that I really focus on with these cars is the sound. Have they got the sound of this car right? And to be honest, apart from those pops and crackles coming from the exhaust sounding a little bit artificial, it does sound as though you've got your head sat next to the exhaust. But apart from that, pretty spot on. You've got plenty of transmission whine, and of course that big V8 lump in the back. So there we go, that was a 49.5. I've done a 48.9 in this Ferrari, so I'm going to head across to the Mercedes now and give that a drive, and maybe we can do some comparisons between the two cars. So here we are in the new Mercedes as well. So this is the 2020 car as used in the GT World Series, and having driven a few laps in it and kind of got the temperature, the tyres up to temperature, it already feels like a much more manageable car than the Ferrari. And the word on the street about the Mercedes is that it is the easiest of the GT3s to extract, how do I put this politely, it's the easiest one to extract near full performance from a driver who isn't necessarily the fastest. And basically what that means is it's relatively easy to drive, and to be honest, I completely agree. It's not got any of that kind of lack of mechanical grip I was complaining about in the Ferrari. So I don't know if it's just a case of having that big honking V8 over the front wheels is helping to kind of put the nose of the car into the corner a little bit easier, but there's definitely no lack of grip there. So we'll go and do a couple of laps and see what sort of time as we slide it out of the last corner. We'll go and set a hot lap and see how we get on. One thing to talk about with the tyre pressures, if you guys don't know how to set tyre pressures in ACC, conveniently I've done a video on it, so go and check that video out. And it does seem that the butter zone for tyre pressures is largely similar, if a little bit lower. 27.8 seems to be about the maximum you can get away with before you start getting into overpressure territory. Now the only thing with this Mercedes is just getting it turned. It is a bit of a boat when it comes to getting it through the corners, and it's all about your setup into the corners. You have to get the thing turning before you get to the apex of the corner, because if you don't, it just washes wide. And you can instantly see I'm faster already in this Mercedes, and that is literally just a driving style thing. One of the other guys, one of the newer guys to PC, drives the Ferrari religiously and is exceptionally quick in the Ferrari, and it literally just suits his driving style, and that's literally it. I am more used to driving front-engined race cars, so that's how my driving style has developed. But getting back to the point at hand, I mean, Imola, we were always expecting basically a clone of the track from AC, and to be honest, that's kind of what's been delivered, with a few tweaks to bring the graphics and hoardings and stuff up to 2020. But to be honest, there's nothing wrong with the track from Assetto Corsa, so if it ain't broke, and just shoving the McLaren over the curbs there, I just wanted to kind of see how it would react, and to be honest, I'm quite impressed. It's it's a fairly robust car in terms of being quite forgiving, but also very quick. But I am finding time all the way around this lap. And of course, some of that is me getting more familiar driving GT3 cars around Imola. Truthfully, I've driven MX-5s and a couple of other things, but never GT3 around Imola, so it is a case of just recalibrating your brain and making sure that you're actually braking in the right place. And to be honest, with the Ferrari run, I think I was still learning the track a little bit. But yeah, definite win there for Kunos in terms of the Ferrari, Mercedes, and of course the Imola track, which is a bit of a little treat for this year. There we go, there's a 47.7 as my kind of final lap. But yeah, my thoughts on the new content. I like it. I think it's good that they're updating the liveries. We've now got a few more drivers and bits and bobs. But more importantly, it's nice that we're getting extra tracks, and it kind of gives hope to those that keep calling out for various other bits and pieces. And to be honest, I don't think we're going to see the Nürburgring Nordschleife anytime soon, but hopefully we will see a few other tracks, particularly in the Asia GT series. I'd love to see Sepang in ACC in an official format. But I'm really enjoying these cars so far. I'm enjoying the new tyre model as well, actually. It does seem to switch on a little bit quicker than the old tyre model. And like I say, the Ferrari, so the mid-engines potentially might suffer a little bit of lack of mechanical grip just getting the nose into the corner. But again, that may have just been me being not used to the Ferrari. So hopefully that's helped you guys out. It's $7.99 I think I paid on Steam for this content, and just to be clear, Kunos aren't paying me to say any of this stuff. Nobody's paying me to say any of this stuff at the moment. I have paid my own money for this DLC, so my thoughts and feelings on this are my own, and there's no kind of outside influence. I've got no real axe to grind by telling you it's good or bad. These are literally just my thoughts on the DLC and what I've been kind of driving for the last hour or so. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to do all that fun YouTube stuff. Hit like, hit the subscribe button, of course the little bell as well, and have a look at the Amazon links down below. So Amazon give me a little bit of money off those links just to help keep the channel running, help kind of keep the videos flowing out. So if you do need to buy stuff off Amazon, it doesn't cost you any more, then have a look and consider using those links as well. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.